out how that all fits into TV viewing as it is. Okay, this gives you by device where that content is going in terms of local radio, mobile, another local TV station in another market, cable, a cable channel, a website not your own. Okay, and then we've got other includes newspaper. It includes a whole bunch of random odds and ends. That number has actually been, if it rises to a certain level, I make another category. But it really is very much odds and ends. Then there are digital channels. I'll come back to that in a minute. This is kind of interesting because this has been flying under the radar for some time now. There are all news digital channels. There's a lot of repetition on most of those things. What is interesting is that it's not simply that more than half of the stations are not doing anything meaningful there. It's that the number isn't changing.
Bobby, defining the digital channels on the air digital channels?
Yeah.
Which other?
I mean, these are. I mean, for those, there are non-TV people here. When television went from analog to digital, all the attention focused on high definition. And this beautiful picture that you can get, and you can. Less attention was paid to the fact that it meant that every television station was going to have, depending on how it did it, 4 or 5 channels overall available. The main one and others. Which could serve a whole bunch of purposes, some of which could involve, selling, space and whether it's cellular or other special services. It could be television stations, which a number of places are doing either direct or, via cable, if they can get, negotiate some contract. So not as much attention has been paid to it. What's interesting here, as an aside, is that about 3 years ago, and I'm not talking about pre-recession, because in fact it was during the recession, a lot of news directors were expecting big growth here, and it hasn't happened. Now I suspect a lot of that is because of the recession, but part of the reason that I'm bringing this up is that that's an area of a lot of potential growth, and it's unclear where we're headed with it. But there's a lot of potential that's taking place, and it hasn't happened. That number has been remarkably stable.